Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial will be about pattern drafting for a skirt block, a pencil skirt block. The measurement we'll be using for today's tutorial will be the waist 38, hip 48, then the skirt length will be 28 inches. So let's get right into it. So if you want to know how to make a protruding bump effect pencil skirt, please watch this video to the end. So let's get right into it. First of all, we'll be taking our skirt length all the way around from the waist part. So our skirt length 28 inches. Taking our skirt length 28 inches. .28 inches all the way around, using our ruler to hold this one down here. 28 inches. So right on to be taking our hip line. Our hip line is 9 inches. So if you want to know how to take accurate body measurement, I'll be dropping the description, the link down below at the description point there. So 38 divided by 4, as we all know, all our body parts is divided into 4. So 38 divided by 4 will give us 9.5. So 9.5, then we're going to be adding 1 inch for our dart, making it 10.5. So the nipple to nipple measurement for this client is 8. So 8 divided by 2 giving us 4 inches. So that is where we're putting our dart leg. The inches we'll be using for that is 5.5. So we'll come here when it's 5.5 here. We're also going to be taking 4 inches here, which will connect to this top here. Like I said earlier, we took 1 inch for that, so we're going to be dividing the 1 inch on both sides. It's ½ inch on both sides, so we'll be connecting it to this dart leg here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Yes. So on this hip part, our hip measurement is divided into, when we divide it into 4, it will give us 12. But we're going to be subtracting 1 inch from this hip part. We're going to start subtracting 1 inch, so that will be giving us 11. So like, let me go over it again. 48 divided by 4 is 12, minus 1 inch will give us 11 inches. So we'll put our 11 inches here. So at this hem part here, we're going to be subtracting 1 inch because we want it penciled. So we're going to be subtracting 1 inch from our hip part here, which is 11. We're going to be subtracting 1 inch from 11, giving us 10 inches. So that is what we have here. That is what we have here. So we're going to be connecting our lines. Connect our lines. Connected our lines. If you notice, we didn't add seam allowance because it's a pattern, but some people add, but we don't add. I'm not adding seam allowance to this, so you just note it, no seam allowance, because so in case you're cutting it on your fabric, you now add your seam allowance on that fabric. Then this is our growing line. The essence of this is for you to know how to place your pattern on the fabric. You're placing it straight. This is the center front, and you cut, note it down, cut on fold. So cut on fold. So this is it. And also yeah, will be slanting about 1 inch from the center front, because if you notice the our front block is, our waist is higher at the back than this, so that is the essence. So to give you like a balanced fit, so we're just going to be subtracting 1 inch or 3/4 inch, like 0.75. Yeah, for the purpose of this tutorial I'll be using 0.75. So you just slant it with the aid of your curve ruler. So mind you, this is not going to affect your length. It won't affect it at all. It won't affect the length of your block. It won't affect it. So it's just like a little curve. It won't affect it at all, mind you. So we're just going to take it all the way down here, so for just that balance. So this is it for the front block, and we're going to jump right into the back block. Yeah, for the back block, this is our skirt length, 28 inches. 28 inches, as we can see, and this is also our zipper allowance. So we're just going to go right and take waist measurement like we did the other for the front. The waist measurement is 38. 38 divided by 4 will give us 39 inches. So we added 1 inch for the dart. So we added 1 inch for the dart. Our hip line is 9 inches. So this is where we'll be taking our hip measurement from. So let me just go right and put in the dart. Yeah, the nipple to nipple for this client is 8 inches. So 8 inches divided by 4 divided by 2 will give us 4 inches. Then that length is 5.5. So we'll also be taking 4 inches on this 5.5 part here. Then we'll connect the lines. So we took 1 inch, so we're going to be dividing that 1 inch on both sides, meaning ½ inch, 0.5 inches on both sides. So we'll be connecting it to that leg. So connecting it like so. This is it. So on this hip part, you remember on the front block we subtracted 1 inch from the hip measurement, so we're going to be adding back here so to avoid shortage. And 48 divided by 4 will give us 12 inches plus the 1 inch giving us 13 inches. So we'll be taking that 13 inches on this hip line, but we're going to be taking it in 1 inch into our zip allowance. We're going to be taking it 1 inch into our zip allowance. So that's how we'll be taking our 13 inches. So 1 inch into our zipper allowance. Then at this same part here, at the hem part here, we'll also subtract 1 inch for us to have that pencil effect. We'll be subtracting 1 inch also. So we'll be having 12 inch here. We're having 12 inch here. So these were our 12 inches. So we're going to connect the line. So if you note, our zipper allowance has been tampered with, so we'll have to reconstruct a new zipper allowance. So let me just go connect the lines, then we'll go right to get a new zipper allowance for this back block. So that is it. I'm going to connect it. The essence for this kind of pattern is because if we notice, like I said earlier, the front of our skirt is flat, but the back is where the protruding part is. So that is where we are giving this bumpy effect at this back. So we're going to connect our lines. from the hip line to the waist. So we're connecting it like so. The same thing we're going to do for this one, connecting it like so. And mind you, this pattern or this formula can be adopted for any size. It's not restricted to any size. It can be adopted for any size. So we're going to be constructing our new zipper allowance. So we're taking 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, just all the way down to the hem point, 2 inches all the way down. So we're just going to connect it like so, connecting it like so. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Yes, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll be dropping DIY sewing videos, pattern drafting every week. So this is it. This is now our new zip allowance. Yes, you notice for the front block also we didn't include seam allowance, so you just state here no seam allowance. This is our green line. This is to show you how you place your pattern on the fabric. No SA, so you just cut round. And yeah, please, if this tutorial was helpful, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share, like our videos, and subscribe also. We're going to come your way soon.